Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Wednesday, December 29th, 2021 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is my response is my responsibility. Woo! Alright, so this astro is coming in so hot, and I have to say I had several clients and friends reach out to me with relationship challenges. And I think I mentioned it at the beginning of this week, but Mercury is currently rolling over Venus, rolling over Pluto. We just had our second Venus-Pluto conjunction on Christmas. And anytime we have Pluto, I call it Plutonic colonic. Pluto brings the stuff to the surface, right? Pluto is our ultimate septic tank of behaviors and traumas and dark energies that need to be addressed and brought forward. And so with Venus rolling over it, there's been a lot of relationship stuff. And Mercury coming to join is like the airing of the grievances. we have an astrological festivus. Astrological festivus Plutonic colonic. So it is a lot. And this is going to be, really working us over these next 2 days, really through Wednesday and Thursday. We're going to be feeling this. Now, in addition to our astrological Plutonic colonic festivus that we have also, we have the Sun and Chiron squaring each other. So Sun and Capricorn, Chiron and Aries squares, the resistance. And Chiron is another place where wounding may come up, especially around ourselves. Especially, I'm feeling a lot of stuff around the inner child. In fact, you may find a lot of the responses that we are not being responsible for are actually coming from the realm of inner child energy showing up. So Capricorn energy is where we're called to take that responsibility for that energy, where we can show up and start creating a new structure for ourselves. Capricorn energy is about structure. It can be about rules and authority, but I think the responsibility is taking back the authority. Start making, I don't want to say rules, but guidelines that work for yourself, and create a new structure for yourself, for your inner child. And then through this, especially if you are noticing any Plutonic colonicness. If you are noticing the rage and the frustration and the anger rising. Now, sometimes there's a good reason for it. And sometimes we create reasons for it. And sometimes there's not even a reason. And it's just stuff that needs to come out because Plutonic colonic, right? So be aware of that over these next few days. That this energy is pretty strong. And again, deeper wounds are being surfaced. The other thing that we have going on is the Sun and Uranus are also building into a connection, and Uranus is quite trigger happy with this. So Uranus is pushing the buttons, Pluto is pushing the buttons, Chiron is pushing the buttons. We have no buttons left to push, basically, in this energy. And then the universe is like, let's really have at it. Let's finish this year so good. Let's throw on some Moon and Scorpio energy just to bring up the Scorpio, in all of us. So Scorpio energy is interesting. There's kind of these 3 layers that we can experience in Scorpio energy. So one is the Scorpion, who reacts out of that protective energy. I'm going to protect myself at all costs. React, strike. Then we have the eagle, who's like flying high, but like, I gotta take care of myself. I need to eat, strike. And then we have the phoenix, which is like, I am this regenerative being, and it's all about me and all about my personal power, and really does the work within itself. So we have these options with the moon, our emotional energy in Scorpio, to regenerate, to show up in our personal empowerment. However, we may default, inner child, to Scorpion or even Eagle. And again, not to say any of these things are bad, but we are each responsible for our personal responsibility. So, what else? What else do we possibly have going on in this? Oh yeah, and Mars and Saturn are just, working together as well, just to add in some of that energy. At 11 degrees, master level energy. Saturn in Aquarius. But what is the higher vision? What is the higher vibration that you're being called in? And Mars, sorry, I have a sneeze coming in. I've been sneezing a lot. Mars energy coming in, may come through, at 11 degrees. Can you align your actions with this vibration that you're called into? Now, I'm not saying any of this is going to be easy because this astro is quite tempestuous, you know, with all of this. Very tempestuous. But that feels like the higher calling in this. And I have to say, I looked at these cards and I was like, are you kidding me? I actually do have the friendliness card for today. So despite all the challenges, where can we ground in? Where can we find that love? Where can we find that friendliness? Whether it's the friendliness from the universe, maybe it's the friendliness from Jupiter in Pisces. Recognizing there is this like beautiful Christmas star, this beautiful North Star, this beautiful light that's like, come on, this is the way. Let's find where you fit into the oneness of the universe. So the friendliness card is upright. That being said, we may not be feeling very understanding. The understanding card is in reverse, right next to that inner child. And that's okay. Sometimes we can't necessarily hold that understanding, but my feeling is with the understanding card right next to the inner child, try to provide some understanding for yourself and where you're coming from in and through this. And I think once we can understand ourselves, we find that peace in ourselves, and then we can then apply that to others. I also have these two cards right next to each other, the Miser and Letting Go. So we may be challenged in this energy to bring up every old thing that's ever happened and all of the frustrations, Plutonic, colonic style, right? And Spirit's like, don't go there. Just let it go. Keep this energy moving. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Process it through. Let it go. So, like I said, the next few days have this challenge. Relationships may be challenging. Really try to find that balance in the relationship that you have with yourself first, because that will help support and give you stability through any of this. So, good luck. What is it? May the odds be ever in your favor. Besides that, you can book a reading. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. Transit lists for 2022 are available. This is when all the planets shift, go retrograde, any of that. So that's available by donation. Email me for that. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. Even in tempestuous astro like this, there's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and stay curious. Namaste.